Okay, so here we have game between Alex and Boriss. Alex plays black, Boriss plays white. Okay, here everything normal, it's okay. Usually we prefer to play something closer, like Kakari, like Shimari, but this one is definitely fine. Here Sun, normal. Okay. Dislike, I really dislike, because right now Sezon here is very obvious. When we have double wing formation like here white has, then if black immediately plays Sansan, then white can't really decide which side to take, and whatever side he takes, one stone will be awkward. Like for example, something like this. This stone, it really would be better if he wasn't here. And if you play the second way, then also exactly the same. This stone at k16 is very awkward, and that's why it's probably better to play anything else, like for example Shimari here, something further, or we can sometimes, to not make this symmetrical double wing formation, we can place something like this to make this a bit less symmetric, which really helps to pick a side. So probably a move like this would be better, like one line closer, because right now it won't be this awkward. That's why Shimari here or something here. Also probably Sansan would be okay. And also there is this which we can always play as white. And for this exact reason, black shouldn't play here. He should just, without thinking, if we have this double wing formation, we can immediately play Sansan. So black didn't use the opportunity. Okay. This move in this case is not this bad, because although right now, since we really know that we will play from this side, because this side is wider, then maybe we should play a move that will not make this stone look so weird. So maybe also something closer, like for example here, or to be honest, I would prefer Shimari, for example, here again. But something like this would be a bit better. Like this stone will help a bit more. Okay, this is fine. White can also just approach here. Probably white can also play just here. Or, since he has this double wing formation, probably the best move is to just add one more stone there. And right now this formation looks quite nice. This is okay. This is maybe a bit too eager. We can just, like, of course, still this would be probably the best move, but we can still play some big moves like this one. And if we try to reduce, then maybe just shoulder hit would be better. And this is not very bad, definitely doesn't lose too much. this move okay, although black can connect underneath here. So this is maybe not like white reduced, but maybe he could be a bit more aggressive in this case. Play something like this, or even if he feels adventurous, he can probably play something like this attachment. Probably this one is also an option. This move is still definitely the best. Just ignoring this is also an option. So there is many options. This move is not too bad. Although this one I really dislike. Because right now this shape looks very bad. It's very slow shape. And also black got a lot stronger on the left side. So there was some weaknesses. Like for example, in the future, maybe white would like to play some other variation, like this one. And that would break the lower side a bit. Right now, maybe it's not the best idea, because black can possibly even fight here. But in the future, why not? And that's why it's probably best to just leave it, or just make shape and strengthen our stance. Okay, this move is okay by white, but for black, this move, we really can't let white just break in like this into our territory. I know white makes some moya in the center, but it's not like all of that is his right now, so it's not too big of a deal. We can manage this, for example, like this or like this, or just some, and still it's not that huge. Like, yeah, soon we are gonna have to invade somewhere here or reduce, probably invade, but we can still play. But right now, black lost a lot of points here. It's just when the side is broken like this, then we lost. Like we have monkey jump on this side and also monkey jump on that side, and that side maybe even jump like here. So we can count like each monkey jump is about 10 points. So we can say with certainty that black lost at least 20 points here, because white will get to play it on both sides. So this is really big. It's very rare when it's good to just let someone split our territory like this. So this is okay. Yeah, maybe now since there is some forming moyo, maybe we can play some kakari. But probably I would still just play some here. And then depending on what white plays. And depending on what white plays, we are still gonna be okay. Like this, or even like this. Okay. It's alright. Okay. Yeah, we could just play something like this. So this move adds some territory to us, and later it's gonna help. Like for example, if white plays here, then it's gonna help with making some life, possibly. Like for example, maybe in this case, black would be able to easily come here. maybe that's still an option. But yeah, whenever I see this double link formation, I just immediately wanna go to Sezon. Even before AI, everyone would just play Sezon. This is okay. And this, maybe this is not the best move, especially since we didn't follow it up. So that that stone is most likely not going to leave in the future. So maybe it's better not to add points. Like for example, if later, if black is able to play this one, then again, it's black who's kind of split white territory in two, so he can play also monkey jump here and monkey jump here, right? So maybe it's better to just not play there and continue our plan. Like we can play here, we can probably this would be better, a bit better. This would be like a bit more high level, but yeah, it's with attachment. Usually we are gonna follow up like this. Yeah, yeah. It's best to play here. Like some follow up move to our stone. Like even here and then here would be a bit better. Probably just pulling back and having center would also be a bit better. In this case, yeah, this move is very pleasant for white. So I would do everything in my power not to let him play that. Even, well, maybe now this wouldn't be the best because white would just peep, probably even capture this stone, so maybe not. But connecting in center and then continue managing our group would be probably better. Okay. Yeah, so here white is forming some kind of moyo. So maybe like this would be the margin of the moyo. Maybe it would be better to just have that in mind and start reducing while running. So now we are a bit stronger, and now yeah, maybe even this would be quite an attack. But now with this move, it's a bit awkward for black. So for example, black has still this problem. Yeah, this is a bit loose shape. So maybe in this one would be a bit stronger because black is a bit more supported here, like has one stone more here. And so yeah, so maybe pip like this, like this here would be a bit less annoying. Yeah, white plays a lot of tenukis. I'm not sure killing that stone off is that important. Like, although yeah, maybe if you are attacked and black played like 3 moves here to attack our group, maybe it would be better to just respond to black finally. Because right now if black plays another move, then somehow I feel like white can die here on a large scale. And I think he did in the game, if I remember correctly. Okay. Yeah, maybe like this, it would be easier to leave a bit. because it's not cuttable immediately. And I know this, like this cut is maybe not working because white has some pushes and so on, but black can play something like this, and I don't think white will leave here right now. With this one, yeah, exactly. There is some hope, and I would even say that white probably should leave here. So this is center, this is center, this also, for black this is center. Not so easy. Not so easy to leave still. Yeah, but I guess white ignored black like 3 times, so maybe it's good punishment for that. Like each time we gotta make sure that we are not gonna die. Or if you are gonna die then maybe make sure that we can die here and wherever we play we get more. Yeah, so right now I think the game is over. Like if white died here, this is just a huge territory, and this is not the only black territory, so it has also territory here. Okay, yeah. And so this is exactly, so when here, this move is a bit weird, because move like S2 for black in this shape is very nice, but on the other hand, if you play something like this, like I don't think black will Atari, because right now we have both corner and influence. So so I don't think it's worth to try and save this stone. Like if black tries to capture it anytime basically, then we can just give it up, and we still remain like we still have majority of our points. But the corner is very big. Like in this case, black has like almost 10 points in the corner, but in this case, it's white who has like 5 points. So it's like 15 points difference. Just for comparison, 15 points would be an area like this for white, right? So that's really a lot. That's definitely more than white loses here if white sacrifices this stone. But yeah, I don't think right now after this death that white got any chances, and right now white also almost dies here. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Like anyway, white was losing by a lot. So this would be all about this game.